Hi, I'm Adam C and welcome to Ascot for yet another auction. People are selling off their weirdest cars in their collection. This is an International Navistar, believed to be the only one in the country. It's absolutely massive, that's why I'm stood next to it. This is being auctioned, they're getting around 50 grand for this car. 7.6 litre inline 6 diesel. It's just bonkers, and there are so many other bonkers cars here to look at, and I'm going to show you them. These are sold as consumer pickup trucks, and there is the bed in the back. So they reinforce the chassis underneath the body so that it can carry heavy loads. Apparently it can tow weights over 40,000 pounds. And at the front you can see the turbocharger. There it is, it's blue, massive. I'm actually inside the truck now. I think it'd be rude not to have a look. So you climb up, it's got 2 steps and various grab handles to use, and here is a luxurious interior. Oh, the seat goes down. It's got suspension, so you've got the automatic gearbox, bigger parking brake, probably hydraulic. You've got the drop-down DVD player there. There's a bed in the back. I think that does move to make a more proper bed. And then all this very kind of 90s and noughties fake wood trim, probably with starlights in it, I think they are. But driving this on the road, you'd run over a Range Rover and you wouldn't even notice. Right, you can see we're at Ascot Racecourse. There's an MGB over there. There's a Lamborghini that's definitely one to look at. There's a Cadillac Escalade, that's another pickup, and a Mustang over there that I can't wait to show you. But this is cool. Now, you haven't joined me anywhere else. I'm still here. This is one of the lots. I told you they're selling their weird stuff. This isn't even a car. It's a wagon. It's one of the lots. So it's a shepherd's hut for about 16 to 24,000 pounds. But the only vehicle that I could see towing it is the International Navistar over there. But welcome to this beautiful monstrosity. So this is not an Excalibur. This is a different one called the CMC Tiffany. It's built on a Mercury Cougar chassis. So it's got its 5-litre V8 automatic, but obviously modelled on 1930s luxury cars. So 16 to 21,000 pounds for this CMC. And look, you've got the codes for different locking mechanisms, so different people can use the car. And inside you can see that American interior with rear seats as well. Oh yes, fascinating. Now, how much do you think this Lexus IS200 could be worth? It is automatic, but it's only done 16,800 miles from new. It's supplied new to a single family owner, so it's lived in the same family all of its life. But they're estimating between 8 to 12,000 pounds. Now, having a look at the used IS200 market, the average is about 3,000 pounds. Maybe not quite as low mileage as this, but an automatic IS200 that's been carefully driven, I would say. I mean, the interior isn't too bad, but the dashboard's got a few scratches on it. Quite interesting to see what this will go for. But going back to the Quirky, we have this GMC Diamond T Transporter. So this has been built by Derek Drinkwater, and I'm sure I've filmed one of his cars before on the channel. So it's a full custom-made car transporter with a 5.7 Chevrolet V8. But just in front of it is this Volkswagen Beetle. This, from 1974, is the Jeans Edition, as you can see here. The Jeans Edition, and yes, you've probably guessed it, it is clad in denim with the yellow stitching matching the yellow exterior. So it's slightly blue, it's gone a bit off the colour, but denim interior on the Jeans Edition Volkswagen Beetle. So in '74, the Beetle was already about 35 years old, so Volkswagen wanted to spice it up for the more hip and young crowd, inspired by surf and hippie culture of the 1960s. They were all painted in this yellow Tunis Gelb with the 70s strip work down the side of it. But welcome to one of my stars of the auction. It's a little bit of a barn find, this, but if I manage to get this open, how do you do it? It's 2 latches.
Push them in or put
Yeah, I think you push them in. You can see it has the V12. This is not only an 850, It is the 850 CSI, the top of the range 850, the closest to an M8 that they ever made of this generation. A very special car, an engine similar to that of the McLaren F1, but as you can see, it has been sat for a number of years. So I'll just kind of pop that down there. It's a little bit mossy. This one finished in Oxford green. It's got the throwing star wheels, which are actually just hubcaps over standard 5 spokes to give this effect. It's got the M Sport wheels, being the top of the range 850 CSI, of which 1,500 of them were made. Only 160 of those, though, were right-hand drive. So hopefully we can have a look. It's got a battery, but it has got starting instructions here. Oh, it smells a little bit mouldy in here. So I don't want to throw, oh, that shuts nicely. I don't want to throw around the barn find term, but I think maybe more of a front garden find BMW 850 CSI. So your 6-speed manual V12 BMW 8 Series offered without reserve, so it's anyone's guess. After having been sat for 10 years, it's interesting to see what this is going to make. And from an Oxford green BMW, we have this fern green metallic BMW 328i convertible, family owned from new.
Why is there a buzz on this?
This was sold new to the mother of the vendor, so this is going to be a good one. 25,000 miles just over, it says. Okay. So it's been kept very well.
Doesn't it smell?
It smells. Yeah, estimate 11 to 16,000. There's this luxurious sailboat edition Volvo next door with the most luxurious interior that I've seen in a Volvo. Look, you've got 2 different types of stitching there and there. It smells beautiful, if smell can be beauty. They've just started up the 850 to show that it runs. I don't think it was quite 12 cylinders. Apparently it was on 12 cylinders, so a bit of fettling. A lot of fettling. Well, let's go back to the Volvo. It's a Japanese import, and we have evidence of this special edition as you open it. Volvo Ocean Race, round the world. Shouldn't it be around the world, I think would be better. But then alternatively, you could go for this Mercedes estate, which is in far superior condition, This is in an average condition. Average condition for one of these.
No, it still works.
Oh, it smells damp. Oh, mould. Love it.
No.
No?
The Mercedes door shut. That's what you pay for. You pay for this.
Oh yeah, that was rubbish. In the catalogue it said it's subject to a full interior clean, but as we said, what? How bad was it? It's classed as a garage find, not a barn find, a garage. It was just, are these teeth? No. They're either teeth or cashew nuts. Guide price £4,000 to £6,000. Salesman made it hasn't been professionally cleaned. But I've just told Colin about this other Benz. Oh yes.
Open that door.
Yeah.
Feel the weight of that.
So this is armoured. Oh my goodness! Oh my! Wow! This is what the interior of your armoured Benz looks like. This has been professionally cleaned. Yes! Left-hand drive. You don't need to use any force to close the doors. It just closes for you because it's so heavy.
LS400.
Yeah, we're not going to tell you about what this is. But have you worked it out yet? It's armoured. It was designed for high-ranking officials and individuals seeking maximum security without compromising comfort, with its 5-litre engine up front, presumably a V8.
Is that a button?
No, it's one of those things you put on the back of a phone so you can hold the Mercedes-Benz. But we're guessing bulletproof everything as well. Yeah. It's been reinforced underneath, all armoured. Wow, that's so thick. It adds a ton of weight, all of this. Yeah. Oh my... That's like that thick, the glass. These tyres are just bizarre. They must be bulletproof as well. It does need to look out for the car behind, look, bomb. And then in front of it, we have this Mark IV laser van. This has been fully restored, as you can see. It spent the first part of its life with a Scottish farmer. It was used purely for agricultural purposes and then restored to a high standard. It's an award winner at the Classic Ford Show last year. It's only done 19,000 miles. So it was laid up in a barn until 2020. It's the rare 1.6 litre petrol variant, which is the highest power available for this, because most of them were diesel, although maybe they couldn't get hold of any of the grab handles or the binnacle here. It's a bit cracked. Bit rude. Okay, they've got an H1 Hummer. These are basically the civilian version of the original Humvee, but take a look at this. The door handles are so... Oh, it's got cameras for wing mirrors, and I guess these screens are what they use. Oh, it smells new. It smells like toilet cleaner that you get from B&M. That's aftermarket. There's a lot of aftermarket here. You've got high and low range there for the automatic gearbox. This is a rare petrol variant of the H1 Hummer. Rear doors just as massive, and then that tunnel there. You could have a different seat there, but you've just got this instead. But for such a big car, due to that tunnel, there's not much room here, and that takes up most of your windscreen there. It's a bit claustrophobic. Hello, you need walkie-talkies to talk to your guests. Now we've got another limited edition Subaru. We saw a 22B recently. This is the Subaru P1, number 827 of only 1,000 that they made. Estimate 34 to 38. So the 22B that we saw recently, that sold for like over 180, something ridiculous. This doesn't look too bad now when compared to the 22B. In that same auction, we had a Di Tommaso Pantera GT5 that sold for about 180. This one has a similar estimate to the Subaru. So this is a standard Di Tommaso Pantera. I think it's an early one, finished in yellow. Obviously Italian design, but an American heart. It's got the Ford V8, and even look, Ford gear badges on the side. This is a 1972 example with that 5.8 litre Cleveland V8, sourced from a private collection in the Middle East, but it's now returned to Europe. It's just had a new clutch and pressure plate fitted and a new gear linkage. So we've got an aftermarket exhaust system here that sticks out quite considerably, but everything else they say appears to be original. But 35 to 42,000 pounds for this Italian beauty. But the highlight, I think, on this car, these are BMW M Sport mirrors, the same as on the 8 Series over there, and like the E36 M3. They've fitted M Sport mirrors to the Di Tommaso Pantera. But moving a little bit further down, we have this Gilban Invader, this one the Mark II, entirely designed and built in Wales, which is widely considered to be Wales's only car manufacturer. So they've got the Ford Essex 3 litre V6. This one's been fully rebuilt, and it's one of about 200 Invaders that were made. Now, something about these cars and their production was that delivery had to be made by the customer at his private address and assembly without paid professional assistance. So these were basically sold as kit cars to avoid certain taxes to be sold as a full-blown car. And this car was certified as being built by the original owner. And neighbouring this rally spec Citroën DS, we have this Series 3 Lamborghini Espada from 1973, thought to be one of only 130 manufactured. UK supply this one, right-hand drive. It's got the front-mounted 4 litre V12 from the 400 GT, and the previous owner owned this for 27 years, and it's said to have been cherished by that owner. And unfortunately, the wheels need a bit of refurbishment. The paint has micro blisters all the way around. So this car will need a full respray and maybe even a full restoration. As a result, it is offered without reserve. So it's anyone's guess what this car will reach. There's your manual gearbox. The seats definitely need retrimming as well. It's a bit of a project, and the current owner has not yet started any of that project. I think that was his intention when he bought it from the guy who had it for 27 years. And here is an MGB GT. This would originally have been a rubber bumper model, but it's had the wide body kit put on it, smoothed into the bodywork. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of cracking and the door doesn't seem to shut properly, and inside it smells a little bit moldy as well. But it's got an onboard computer where you can adjust the map, because this has a 4 litre V8 in the front. So I don't think it was originally a MGB GT V8, but here is the unit that they've put with the gas strut there. So we're going to put the bonnet down. It doesn't actually currently run or drive, but the estimate's between 8 to 12,000 pounds. It's got the Series 1 rear lights, it's got quad pipes on the back of it, and is finished in Ferrari Rosso Corsa, although the boots doesn't seem to match. So this is Ferrari Rosso Corsa, which is what I considered doing when I restored mine. In the end, I went for its original flame red. So what do you think about this little MGB? It could be quite a fun project for someone, but it definitely is that, a project. But here we have a late edition to the auction, and I've got the blurb here. So over here is a striking example of American motoring pedigree. The colour combination evokes the golden era of muscle cars, ensuring it stands out whether on the open road or at a show field, with bold gold stripes beautifully complemented on top of that black finish. So let's take a look at this Mustang. So yeah, black and gold, black exterior with the gold stripes around it. We have these vents, which are vented. It does tell you that, but that plastic mesh there doesn't suggest that the bonnet bulge is. And there's a few different shades of gold, none of which are the same shade as the interior. So obviously it's a Ford Mustang from about 2009, I believe. They never made them in correct hand drive of that generation. And look, even here, the gold shows off the fact that this vent doesn't vent either. Oh, look at the carbon fibre, golden carbon fibre sticker there. We've got even more gold here, Mustang badging there. And in case you need to remember, it's Mustang there, the Mustang horse there, Mustang, gold, gold, and then gold around there. Oh, there's a Mustang horse on the steering wheel as well, and on the seatbelt cover there. So this is a modified Ford Mustang. Let's just kind of put that back down there. And it's in present company with the Ferrari 308 Quattrovalve, this Mustang. The gold around the rear light housing as well, and it's called the Toy. It's claimed to be a limited edition on these Louvres. Oh look, the wheels, guess what colour they are? And the calipers, that's another shade of gold. I think it's only right to pop the bonnet on. Oh yes, well, the recognisable hydro dipping that you see on, you see, I don't know why, right, it's a V6, of course. You see, if it was a V8, I would have wondered why now it makes sense that all of this has been done on the V6 Ford Mustang. It's got the induction kit as well, more Mustang horse there, and there's another horse there, and there. This is gold, V6 4-litre Ford Mustang. With the estimate being £12,000 to £16,000, I have more information to read to you that the auctioneers have written about this. This is a true automotive legend, a motor car that combines visual drama with documented upkeep that represents an opportunity to acquire a well-kept example. But our last few cars shall be spoken about in hushed tone because they are featured inside Ascot, the races. Look at this Ferrari. It's a small kit car. It's a children's. Is it actually powered by anything? Is it pedalled? It's got pedals. Well, that answers that. Little go-kart engine. But of course, I found the Cobra. This is a genuine AC Cobra. This is the Carbon Road series built by AC Cars in 2001. So this is not a replica. They made 37 Carbon Road series cars out of carbon fibre. It's got the 5-litre Ford V8, 225 brake horsepower, 5-speed manual, and an LSD as well. It was deemed an affordable but modern AC Cobra in its day, and now the price is reflected. The estimate's only £58,000 to £65,000, which is on the higher edge of some of the replica prices. But you can have a genuine 2001 AC Cars Cobra. But talking of replicas, this Mercedes SL65 is replicating the Black Series. So this is a convertible SL65 of kind of the previous generation, pre-facelift. So it would have had the more circular headlights, but it's had a full Black Series body kit on it. So it's got the wide arches. It's actually been done really well. New bonnet as well, new headlights, of course. So this is the 2008 facelift it's got on it. But being an SL65, it does have a 6-litre hand-built V12. Inside it's a little bit more glamorous than your stripped out Black Series, and at the back unfortunately it has been badged as a Black Series, but the estimate's £37,000 to £47,000, so a lot cheaper than a Black Series, and you can have the roof down. But yeah, as I said, it's actually a really good job the way they've done this into what is a now wide body SL65 Cabriolet. We've also got a Bond bug here, the 750 ES. This has had a full nut and bolt restoration, and since then it has never been driven on the road. It's only been trailered to shows. So it has been at shows on display due to its immaculate condition, but apparently has not being driven. Look, oh my goodness, it is stunning. You can tell that has not been on the road at all. And neighbouring that, this is a Jaguar Special. So it's a coach-built car, hand-built aluminium special edition, based on a Jaguar XK150. So it's got an XK150's 3.4 litre straight six there up front, but it was meant to be a race car, and then he reclothed the chassis in this style of a 1930s racing car. It took him 3 years to do, and you've got exhausts that actually exit out of the bodywork there. And he has not only built this car, but there is an MGA over here that was built by the same person. And yes, this is an MGA, so a full custom coach-built bodywork on this car, giving it a completely different front fascia. And you can see it's got the MGB B-Series engine. I think it's a 1.9. It's got a 5-speed gearbox in it, so it goes as well as it looks. They estimate if this was to have been crafted today, all out of aluminium, it would have costed about £180,000. I love they've still got the MG badge. I think it looks beautiful. The estimate's around £60,000 to £70,000 on this custom MGA Special. And welcome to probably the most recognisable car here, the Ford Model T, the first car to ever have been mass produced. Now you may wonder, Henry Ford's quote, "It can be any colour the customer wants as long as it's black." That only reflects the years of mass production from 1914 to 25. So this is a 1926 car, so it's not finished in black. So very rare to see a Model T in white with the red wheels and red interior as well. But coming to the end, we have a modified Datsun 280Z from 1976 in Mexican orange, which is an original colour for the 240Z. This one's got the 2.8 litre fuel injected engine, and as you can see, it's left-hand drive. So this was a California car. It was imported in 2019 and then was bottom up restored into what you see today. It's only done 800 miles since its restoration and has been modified as well. Look at that wing at the back, got the wide arches, Atara racing alloys as well. And it's one of the only cars here that actually has wing mirrors on the wings, and it's next to this thing. This is a Volkswagen thing, the Type 181 Trekker. It's just been restored as well. They were all based on Volkswagen Carmen gear floor pan, but with Beetle mechanics. It was built as a military vehicle, but then eventually sold to the general public. And then at the end, we have this Mitsubishi Starion Turbo from 1986, a fully rebuilt and restored rally car. Estimate £25,000 to £35,000. I wasn't going to show you this, but as we walked past it, it really took our attention. This is a Park Ward limousine by Rolls-Royce. So you can see how long it's been extended by creating the limousine. So up front we have leather interior, because leather was originally intended for the drivers. They would often sit in open top, so they need leather to be waterproof, whilst the passengers would be in the back. We can see in the back this does not have leather interior. It's got this kind of fabric cloth here. Look how much space there is there, and your little table, but it's almost too far away from you to reach. And you've got that classic television there. The estimate's only about £40,000 for this Park Ward limousine, but you'd need to have a driver. You couldn't be driving this, you'd have to ride. But from the Historics auction at Ascot, that was pretty much that. But this Austin 7 has caught our eye. This is as new condition. The door opens and closes beautifully. Have a look inside. The headlining, the seats, it smells incredible. It's so basic. So this is before they were called the Mini, the Austin 7. Eventually they adopted the Mini name, and then afterwards Mini became a brand in itself. Sorry, I didn't. It does shut really well. And you can see the Austin 7 next door to then the Austin Mini. They didn't change that much. That is another favourite. I didn't notice. Looking through the catalogue, you see a Mini, you think, oh yeah, it's another Mini. But when you come here and see the cars in person is when you can really appreciate all of them. So I hope you appreciate this video and the auction videos I've been doing. We're going to more car shows very, very soon. So hit that bell when you subscribe to be notified for all those videos. My next few videos are going to absolutely blow you away. There's another Mini here. Is this an Austin? It is an Austin Cooper S. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, but for now, thanks for watching.